Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the Las Vegas Open reveals. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. So the Las Vegas Open 2024. Tune in to the next Warhammer Preview. In just 2 weeks' time, you can join us for a next massive Warhammer Preview, featuring the latest reveals for your favorite Warhammer games. We've got some big boxes to show off, as well as the latest developments from Immortal Realms. So there is a little video right here. It's less than a minute long, and honestly, I would avoid it at all costs. It's basically just a couple of British guys making Las Vegas gambling puns. I went ahead and watched it, so you don't have to. But more importantly, these are the game systems that will be getting reveals. So very, very cool. If you're attending the event in person, you'll get your look earlier than everyone else. But don't worry if you can't make it. We'll broadcast the full preview shortly afterwards. Since the event is in the evening in Las Vegas, you'll be able to catch us here at Warhammer Community or at the Warhammer Twitch channel from 12 a.m. EST, 5 a.m. GMT. Alright, so the actual preview itself, Las Vegas Open 2024 online. So we have Warhammer 40,000, very cool, Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer the Horus Heresy, Warcry, Killteam, and Warhammer Underworlds Death Gorge. Don't worry if you can't join us at the time, we'll have a full recap, even more details after everything's shown off during the show on the website as soon as the live stream ends. Alright, and then here is our little preview world map. So London, UK, it's Friday the 19th at 5 a.m. Las Vegas, USA, it's Thursday the 18th at 9 p.m. And then New York, USA, it's Friday the 19th at 12 a.m. Berlin, Germany, Friday the 19th at 6 a.m. Tokyo, Japan, Friday the 19th at 2 p.m. And then Sydney, Australia, Friday the 19th at 4 p.m. So very cool, very exciting. Definitely looking forward to the preview shows. Always enjoy those. And so today is the 8th, Monday. So we're about 10 days out. So about a week and a half until this reveal show. So very cool. Our dedicated stream team will also be covering the hottest action from the tournament floor as players battle it out to claim a spot in this year's World Championships of Warhammer. We'll have more for you about the event later this year, so keep your eyes peeled. But wait, what's that creeping around the creaky reveal door? So very, very cool cat right here. Awesome sculpt. I just absolutely love it when Games Workshop does their little animals and everything. And then we see someone standing next to the cat with a pretty cool little cane action right there. See a little diamond necklace on the cat and some very nice sculpting. All right, so just jumping back over here at the game systems. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to be shown off, and sometimes there's like a little bit of overlap. So we already saw a bunch of the Dark Angel stuff get revealed for Warhammer 40,000. So I would imagine they've probably shown off most of, if not all of the stuff that's coming for Dark Angels. So I'm thinking for Warhammer 40k, it would make the most sense that we see a bunch of orc stuff. So the Dark Angels and the Orcs are getting their codexes next. Games Workshop tends to do launches in doubles. We've already seen a big box for the actual Dark Angels, showing off like a bunch of the Deathwing. It's like loaded up with Terminators. So one of two things. We either see a box similar to that, maybe for the Orcs, or maybe we see a battle box where the Orcs fight the Dark Angels. I could totally see it going either way. I could also see them showing off combat patrols for Dark Angels and Orcs. Definitely a lot of options we could see for that. So let me know your speculations as well. Obviously, those are just my guesses, kind of like off the cusp. All right, so for Age of Sigmar, we've already seen a ton of reveals for Flesh Eater Courts. A bunch of those models have already come out. We've seen the King, and he's not out yet. So that's what I'm expecting coming around the corner. And then they also showed off the next in the series of books for the Twin-Tailed Crusades. But I'm not sure what actual models would be coming from Age of Sigmar. I think for me, the most exciting or thing that I would want to see the most is probably more Skaven. There's been like talks of showing off like the actual Skaven line and everything, or like a refresh for Skaven. There's also been talks of Dark Elves, which sounds really cool as well. And we're starting to get to the point where Games Workshop is likely going to do a lead up for the new edition of Age of Sigmar, like 4th edition. So at some point in time, I'm expecting them to start like revealing maybe a new faction, hopefully Dark Elves, or else possibly just kind of showing off what's going to be in that launch box. Now, I think it would be awesome if they did like the Skaven refresh and the Dark Elves both in that launch box, but I think it's less likely. More likely than not, they're going to do a Stormcast launch box, and then they're going to have like maybe the Dark Elves or possibly the Skaven in there. So I think my speculation is that we're going to start to see like reveals from what would amount to like the 4th edition launch box and potentially like that new faction. But I could be a little biased there because I would love to see Dark Elves and Skaven. So let me know what you think. Horus Heresy, I'm not really sure what's missing at this point in time. Over the last couple years, as the edition has come out, people have been basically asking for like different stuff. I think the only thing that hasn't been released that people have been asking for is the Breachers. But again, I don't really play Horus Heresy, so I'm not sure like what units you guys would most like to have. So let me know on that one, but I'm going to go with the breachers and then probably some kind of like new vehicle just because Horus Heresy. All right, and then for Warcry, again, I'm not real sure what's coming on Warcry yet. So I haven't even opened my Scales of Talaxis terrain box yet, but I'm super excited to like batch paint all of my Warcry terrain now that I'm getting like caught up with some other stuff. So I've still got to get that out and build it. I'm not sure if we're already going to see a new box or if Games Workshop is going to kind of tone down the terrain. But like the Ogre Gorgers and the Wildercorp Hunter box, I haven't actually gotten yet. I have it on order, but it was out of stock, so I'm still waiting for that to come in. But those warbands are both awesome. So I'm thinking for Warcry, it's probably going to be like another dual pack of warbands. I really liked how last time they kind of like showed off the map and we saw like some of the symbols in advance. Made it a little bit easier to speculate. But again, because I don't have that box yet, I don't have the actual book, so I'm not sure if they've updated that map or anything. So I'll have a better idea once that comes, but I don't expect that before the LVO. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be the next like dual pack of warbands. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. All right, and then for Killteam, so we know the Scorpions and Scouts box isn't actually out yet, Salvation, and then the terrain box that goes along with it is looking like both those things are going to be coming back into stock and staying in stock. So we saw them show off a Night Lord's Killteam, basically just an upgrade sprue. And in the past, what they've done is they have done like a big box and they've had one completely new warband and then they've had one like upgrade sprue that goes along with it. So now we see that the Scouts in Salvation are brand new and the Scorpions in Salvation are brand new. And they have kind of changed up this season. But I think my speculation is going to be that the Night Lord upgrade sprue is going to go along with a new kill team. And they're going to be like in a dual box, similar to what we saw for Salvation, maybe with the book and a little bit of terrain. It seems a little early to kind of show that off if they're still doing like the seasons, like once every quarter, we're going to get like a kill team release. But I would think that it's going to be a new team and potentially even like completely new faction. Now, don't get me wrong. I've loved like all the stuff they've released for Killteam, but hopefully it's not just going to be more humans. And then for Warhammer Underworlds, Death Gorge, again, that's a tough one for me because I don't really play Underworlds. Well, I don't play Underworlds at all. So you'll have to let me know what you guys are like hoping for, what you're expecting. I'm actually painting up my first two Underworld warbands right now though, but actually it's just because they're in the Warcry starter set. So I'm currently painting up the Vampires and then the Stormcast Eternals. And I have to say, those Vampire models have always been awesome and I've always enjoyed how they looked, but I never actually built them before or saw them in person. And they are bigger than I expected, and those models are absolutely amazing. I also love the push fit, like easy to build setup, because they went together with like almost no effort at all. And I built both of those warbands in like a couple hours while I was watching some TV. So very, very cool. Definitely some nice detailed models. But we've got about 10 days until this preview. So I'll put a little more thought into what I think's coming. I'll check out the comments. So if you guys leave me some comments on what you think's coming, and then maybe we'll do like a final speculation video as we get a little closer. But I do love the reveal shows. I've also been thinking about doing like live reveal, like watch along. So let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. I've never actually went live on this channel before, but I think that would be pretty cool. And I'm always watching them anyway. So I thought it would be a nice way to like kind of actually hang out with the community. So if you guys would be excited for something like that, or you would watch along, let me know. And maybe we can set that up. So very cool. LVO right around the corner, less than 10 days away. I was thinking about doing LVO this year, but it's really crept up like very, very quickly. I love Las Vegas and I actually already have a Vegas trip planned for this year, but not for like Warhammer stuff. So I don't know if that's going to happen this year, but I am definitely going to Adepticon. So if you're going to be at Adepticon, if you want to hang out or meet me in person at Adepticon, let me know also, because I would love to like meet you guys, meet the community. And the truth is, because I never actually like am in any of my videos, I could totally go and nobody would even know who I am, which is a little bit like mischievous, but we'll have to work something out. So let me know what you're most excited about, what you're hoping for, what you're wishing for, what you're praying for. Let me know if you think I'm completely right or completely wrong on any of my speculations. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. As always, special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video, sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on Games Workshop products. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I am excited for the next preview show. And I'm out of here.